The Square Ball Podcast.
Welcome to the show, brought to you with Levi Solicitors. 10% discount can be yours at levisolicitors.co.uk/the square ball. Three of us here, Dan, with Michael, and with Rob. We're doing heroes and villains, and first the Ken Bates Villain of the Week award, somebody who's annoyed us this last week. Who could it be, Michael?
Everyone.
Is it Luke Ayling or is it everybody?
It's Luke Ayling is part of everybody. Yeah, Luke Ayling is certainly winning it on the weight of nominations. Fair Post Tash says there should be a landslide result for Ayling, and it pretty much is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of scattergun nominating going on here. Somebody spraying out into the battlefield with a machine gun and trying to hit everything and anyone. The club, Marsh, Ayling, stupid, Leeds United. You know, it's not pretty, is it, out there?
I think KP deserves a mention, who's nominated the entire team. The entire club, in fact. He's in England during the season for the first time in 8 years, and so far I've seen Stuart Dallas die, Luke Ayling go mad, and Calvin likely play his last games for the club. Delighted they saved this for me. Also had to sit in the Arsenal end today because getting Leeds tickets is like the Hunger Games now, but less fun. The Arsenal fans were annoyingly hospitable.
Yeah. And Jack the Optimist, the club, all of the bastards, the PR team, Jesse, all the shitbag players, a lot of them. There you go. Some more specific grievances being levelled at other people, aren't there?
I've just noticed actually Gouldy, who was the one who we weren't sure if he was being sarcastic. He was, because everybody is nominated by him. Okay. So I think, unless I must have put that in the wrong column and that was a hero, everyone's a hero because it doesn't matter what happens.
The board are coming in for some attention. Again, feels like one that's going to be the Day of Reckoning. That's going to be part of the Day of Reckoning that's coming in a couple of weeks. The buck stops with them, says Paul. Unimpressed Paul at that.
Perpetually in pain, says Angus Kinnear. Our analysis indicates that many January options requiring an 8-figure investment would not be a material improvement on the current performances of emerging players.
Lewis Bate did look good at Arsenal.
He did look good. He did look good. We've left it late to introduce him. It's like a surprise. We've been holding him back all this time.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we let Lewis Bate and Joffrey loose in the last few games, and they're the ones who saved the season at the cost of the 23s going down. But I forget those chumps. If the first team stay up, that's great. Dear me. Luke Ayling, yeah, onto him. Loads. I mean, do we even need to go through these? Everyone knows. Disgraceful tackle. Brain dead. What a pillock.
Luke Ayling, he knows what he does. By Joe, it feels just sad.
Yeah, and Richard pointing out that again we need calm heads, and he's the captain, and Captain Overboard. He describes him as, and the ship is going down. There's so much love for Ayling, isn't there, generally speaking, that it'd have been much easier if it had just been Junior Firpo who did this. Then you could have just gone, what a dick, get him sold.
I expected it, yeah.
But Ayling, you're kind of like, oh, not you as well, Luke. Bloody hell. I mean, this season in particular, he's not had a great season. But don't do that. I mean, on the plus side, he's not had a great season, so him being out of the team isn't as bad as it would be if he was like, banging form and you're thinking we're really going to miss him. Like if Rafinha was out, for example, even though he's not in form, but someone we definitely need. I feel like Ayling, if playing as he has been, not a huge miss necessarily.
Marsh giving people bad vibes. Speaking of vibes, like Rich AD said, Marsh in the media, stop giving interviews during a relegation battle like you're a Harvard lecturer and focus on winning a game of football, giving off Kanye West's hype man vibes. And it was it's Lee and the Cheese who's suggesting there's an absolute contrast between how Marsh says we will play in his 1,000 interviews and how fucking terrible we are when it comes to the game day. That's the thing I can't reconcile at the minute, is that for all the talk, and the talk is good, there's a lot of talk and not a lot of result.
We're heading back to Warnock era a bit with the old, you'll never see a Leeds United team play like that again, and we're gonna really be changed. You won't recognise this team. We're such fighters and all this, and then you go out and watch it and you think, I'm not sure is there any plan here? And part of the aggression thing actually as well, Mike Sunshine Pantera said he's tied between Jesse and Luke, said a broken femur and a reckless red card later. I question if we need to be more aggressive is really what we needed. Fair point.
Yeah. Marsh needs to be judged. That's, people will say this. The people who don't agree will say Marsh needs to be judged next season when he's had a transfer window in his squad and all that. But it's kind of a job to do now, isn't there?
Well, yeah, he's brought in to do a job now, and if he didn't think it was possible to keep us up without a transfer window, then shouldn't have probably taken it.
Although he did say at the time, didn't he? He said, I told Victor I don't think I should do this. Again, conversations for 2 weeks from now. Meslier gets a solitary nomination, actually. Although that was the thing that set us onto the path, wasn't it, really?
And as Johnny B says, he says, as much as I don't like to, Meslier has to be nominated. And it does feel like that. Like, he's so far in credit with us. But it was hard to watch that and defend it. Just kick the ball and don't let the Arsenal player score.
Blaming external parties then. Nketiah gets a nomination, saying he shouldn't have dunked on us like that, says Tom. TJ doesn't like
it. We made it very easy for him, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And Martinelli is picked out by TJ. He says he doesn't like his shit-eating grin.
He has absolutely had us on toast both games this year, hasn't he, Martinelli? He's had a very fun season against us.
Ben White as well.
Yeah, for the earring alone, he's nominated.
He does look a bit like a pirate, doesn't he?
Well, he's got a hell of a tan.
Yeah,
from being on the old Seven Seas.
Yeah, he's going over and drinking rum in the Caribbean, isn't he?
Out on the deck. Us three, which is
me, you, and
Moscow.
Yeah, because we've got Robin and
we've followed advice. Roger says you three sound as tired and overtrained as a third season Bielsa team. Get Colin in and play the kids.
Here he is.
And look how enthusiastic I am about this season.
We've all got years on Rob, and Rob's broken as well. Gandhi.
Fair enough. Yeah. Lucy nominates him for his quotes didn't inspire enough there.
Yeah, Gear said the same as well, for not having an inspirational enough quote. Whatever it was didn't work, did it?
Yep. Lucy says his quotes inspired a quick concession of the lead and needless violence. Might as well have gone with live, laugh, love for all the bastarding good it did.
We're all very nihilistic at the minute, aren't we, when this is happening?
Morley Ryan has nominated himself, which is nice of him. He made a Normanton-esque insurance bet for us to get relegated at the start of the season. However, the winnings of £120 seem paltry now in terms of happiness.
Need to go bigger on that. 120 quid's not doing anything for you, is it?
Don't encourage gambling.
No, but the insurance bet. I mean, you can have a good night out on it.
Have you had an insurance bet?
Yeah, but it's not a worthwhile one. Should have. I did nearly look at it, go big on it the other week when it was 10-1. I thought, but I also thought at that point, I was staying up. Idiotically, that's what optimism got me. Done myself out of a load of money. Asking is
Ryan what to do with the winnings potentially. Donate to charity or bang it all on another bet to get promoted. Suggestions welcome. Get yourself a £75 Leeds United membership. Cleanse the soul, put it back into the club. That's what I say.
So
we can buy another junior Furpo.
There'll be some more NFTs about soon.
Yeah.
Get one of Michael Owen's that you can't lose. You cannot lose money on.
Right.
Apparently.
Is that true?
That's what Michael Owen says.
Right.
The reason you can't lose money on it is because you can't sell it for less than you bought it for, which arguably means you just can't sell it at all at some point.
Right.
But that's how you cannot lose money, by refusing to sell something.
That's what you do with your car, isn't it?
Yeah. So, if you've got a car, even if it's an old broken car that you paid money for in the first place, just refuse to sell it for less than that, and then you never have to realise a loss on it.
So negative equity, not a possible thing.
If you don't sell it,
no.
If you don't sell it,
right,
it's fine.
Scrooge doesn't like Furpo. Doesn't think he can keep this escapade up much longer. Surely someone in an Amazon warehouse is wondering where their forklift driver is.
Yeah, he's a mystery, Furpo, isn't he? Because Alioski, who at this point last season we kind of wanted to replace, he was good at running up and down, and he did sometimes turn games, and he could hit and miss, but he could put a cross in sometimes. He could sometimes shoot. He could sometimes defend. I've not seen Furpo do much of anything.
I mean, the maddest thing is that these haven't even been his worst games, by quite a distance.
The maddest thing is we haven't paid for him yet.
Well, we've paid something.
We'll just knock it off the Rafa £20 million fee, shall we?
Oh, God. Yeah, he's got a release clause, hasn't he? That's going to be fun at the end of the season. The whole, if we go down, it's fine because we'll sell Rafinha for 80 million.
I'm trying very...
Not if we go down.
I'm trying very, very hard to see the humans at Leeds United because, as you get older, maybe I think you become a bit more empathetic towards other people. And... I don't know. Not the way politics in this country is going.
I've not seen much of that towards Jesse this morning. I have to say, with his Mother Teresa quotes and all that.
But even I know Furpo's probably trying his best. I know Jesse's trying his best. I know Radrazani's probably trying his best, and it annoys me that I'm annoyed. I don't want to be annoyed here. I want everyone to be fine and happy and doing well like it was 2 years ago. bollocks, isn't it?
The thing is that ultimately, if someone's not very good, then you've kind of got to get rid of them. Whether
paying
whether or not you're playing left back for Leeds United, or you're out in Tesco doing the trolleys, but you keep smashing them into cars. Yeah. Eventually, someone's going to go, "You're a nice guy," but the way you really just need to take them from one place to the other without hitting stuff.
Yeah,
it's a minimum requirement. So
I think, like, if your hairdresser just completely chopped like half
you what?
Rob, if your hairdresser is chopping away and took, like, you went, "Oh, yeah, leave my fringe," but then they hacked all your fringe off, you wouldn't. You need to get rid of him. Like, yeah, or her. And yeah, fair point. I want everything to be nice again.
In Firpo's defence, he's never had a run, has he, this season? He's constantly been injured and in and out, and
getting suspended.
Yeah, he didn't get booked. That was good.
Yeah,
surprising.
Well done.
Although I think I've seen, just ahead of speaking to Tony DeRigo, I get the feeling refs have kind of gone, he's more trouble to you on the pitch. I'll leave him on.
Just the edges leaving be.
I could send him off, but what will the point be, really? You just put someone else there.
Yeah, it's no worse with him there, is it?
Exactly. Just leave him on.
It's Luke Ayling, isn't it? Reluctantly.
I think so.
This week.
We should say it's only a few weeks since we were asking what more could Luke Ayling have done for Leeds after he scored that winner against Wolves, and we were remembering all these great moments, but don't do that at the same token.
Consider this a formal reprimand.
Okay. Come back next season. Better.
For the Championship?
Maybe.
The Gaetano Berardi Hero of the Week award now. Who's our hero?
Players fairly short in supply nomination wise, but Bate gets a lot.
Yeah.
For running about lots. Some I guess TJ dominates him for Bate, I guess. He showed some glimpses of his range of passing, being the only one to play well. Slightly less shite, Joe says. That's high praise. So yeah, no one exactly. Oh, actually, there's some Marky Mark says it reminded him of McPhail, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, yeah, that sort of short, low centre of gravity kind of one with a left foot vibe.
Yeah, that sort of a thing.
Nowhere Man points out that he's only got 20 more minutes for us this season than Helder Costa.
Has Helder Costa played for us this season?
He played in the League Cup against Crewe, didn't he?
Was he still here? My God, I've no memory of it. It feels like he
building a side around him next year, Michael.
Yeah, he's coming back, isn't he? Him and Kiko next year.
Yep.
Still time to extend the box contract.
Speaking of which, alcohol. Sam's saying alcohol. I think that probably reflects your experience in corporate at Arsenal.
That's my hero of the weekend, definitely, yeah.
Families. Rowan's very grateful for a family for putting up with him for the next few weeks, which he's sure will be unbearable for them. Stuart Dallas getting hero nominations still.
Well, he wasn't any part of that game, was he? So that was good.
Although Ryan is saying RIP, gone before his time, etc.
John P saying as well, not many players could command the respect to make Rads fork out for 3,000 t-shirts. When we wanted the club to spend money on a midfielder, I didn't have this in mind.
And to be fair, it wasn't 3,000, it was 2,500 because the back lot of seats, they didn't have enough, did they?
Oh, okie doke.
Presumably, because we were trying to get the the F off Bob t-shirts that, in fact, Rob's wearing yours today, aren't you? It turns out white t-shirts like rocking horse shit at the minute, so we ended up having like a few little minor production delays. So these fuckers have nicked them all.
I've not checked eBay yet. Are they on there? I wanted to know what they were going for.
Oh, that's a good point. I'll look that up.
Yeah, have a look at that. Who's manning the Arsenal end? Let's have a look. He says, MJ says, I have to nominate the man sat in front of me at the Emirates. I was sat behind enemy lines, as were many Leeds fans. When Llorente smashed in that corner, he got up on his seat and started cheering and celebrating the goal. Many Arsenal fans started pushing him, to which he started shoving back and brawling with everyone around him. Then I noticed his wife next to him, who had started giving the middle finger to everyone around them. A few moments later, they just walked out. Proud to be Leeds.
There is one Stuart Dallas shirt on eBay. Still 6 days, 7 hours left on it. 53 quid.
Jesus Christ.
So if you've got one, get it on there.
Or if you've got 10 like some people got, who went in there early and just started scooping them up. Bastards. Llorente got some nominations, by the way. Goal line clearance and a poacher's goal.
I don't remember the clearance.
I forgot about the clearance. That was right under the crossbar, wasn't it? I think he hit the bar and it went out. I can't quite remember.
Again, talking about the nihilistic side of things, ex-Leeds fan Ben, great name, says the climate disaster that's coming, save us from putting up with this shite. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying, back to Llorente, we have been saying we look more dangerous from corners under Marsh. That is one definite positive. Good to get a goal. Good confidence boost for him. Wisconsin Todd, proud of Dan James for being a carrier pigeon now. Passing on notes during the game, yeah. Which worked his bollocks off, said Carlo. Playing right wing back as well. Rob, he had a turn at that, says Rob. He started out at Hull/Swansea as a wing back. Never knew that.
No, there you go.
That's true.
On the note, actually, Adsham does nominate Jesse for this. I think he's misremembering the exact way this worked, because he's nominated for Marsh shoving a note down that little scum bastard's pants like a disgraced PE teacher. He put it in his hand, and then James.
There was no
put it down.
Hand to trouser interface was there between Marsh and
no. It was very much in his hand.
And the watching audience of millions would probably verify that,
unless he whispered it to him. Put it down your pants.
Go on.
Then hand it back to me.
Oh, Michael. Oh dear. Michael, your pessimism is being nominated for hero ship from Lee and the Cheese.
Okay, good. I think I deserve that.
A model for life and all that. Who else we got?
I mean, Ayling does get a hero nomination from Jelly. Fair play for finding a way out of dealing with these last 3 fixtures. Wish I could do that.
You can't quit now. No, you got to see it through.
Likewise, Firpo gets a nomination from Il Cliaso. Junior Firpo, always a good laugh.
Firpo's Tash actually nominates a boy in Fife. Says, the little lad I met in Fife who had a Melier top on. I thought of our joy as we discussed our love of Leeds and of Spider Boy as I watched Melier go full fucking Tonto and cost us the first goal. Still love you, Melier, but for fuck's sake.
Some fair nominations as well for a combination of Villa, Buendia, Burnley losing, because that was basically the highlight of the weekend, wasn't it?
And will probably be the highlight of next week, midweek, when they go to Villa Park, Burnley. So Villa, great bunch of lads.
Always had a lot of time for them.
Yeah. So despite all that stuff we said before and the recent fallouts, I mean, who do you want in the Premier League, Villa? Do you want us having these fun games and these pretend rivalries on Twitter? Burnley.
It's true though. I'd want Villa to stay up over Burnley, just because it's a decent away day and a stadium and a fan base worthy of a Premier League. So great bunch of lads.
Yeah, Villa, we're right behind you.
There's room for only one claret and blue in the Premier League, isn't there?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, when Villa went there, their away kit, which was the white and the claret was too close to the home kit. So there needs to be somebody goes out of the Premier League as a result of this. With Villa where they are, they're safe. It's only leaving Burnley, isn't it? Because we can go to Villa and we can wear white. That's all I've got. Right. Let's wrap up the last few hero nominations. Some of the outliers, the stragglers.
Keith Lard nominates Carlos Colbrand for sacrificing 2 years of his life at Huddersfield to get some experience for when he takes us over in that league next season.
Yeah,
it's a possibility. Like, you really wouldn't rule that out if they don't go up. Presumably, if he goes up, he would want a shot at the Premier League.
And Roger suggesting that Jesse's a hero for bringing closer his dream of a return for Simon Grayson, this time with a proper budget. I've got a feeling that ship might have sailed.
I think so, but I mean, you never know how it gets us out. It could get us out of League One.
Well, that's everyone. Pick a hero of the week.
Bait, Villa.
I mean, yeah, we give it to the fans every week at the minute, don't we? It feels like.
Yeah, fans were great as well. We should say, like singing along despite everything else. Fans got it last week. Is that right?
Do we give it for Bait for 45 minutes of football?
I want to give it to Villa.
I mean, for all Bait didn't help us, did it really?
No. Whereas Villa did.
Villa definitely did help us.
They might take the boost of this into next week. Spurs as well. Let's not forget how much we like Spurs.
If they can beat Villa again, I might start forgiving them for 1996.
You mean if Villa can beat them again? Because we don't want.
Is that not what I said?
No, we don't.
Okay, you know what I meant.
That implied that Burnley would win.
Right.
No.
Yeah, Villa need to win.
We need Villa to win. Yeah.
Ideally.
So yeah, come on, Villa. Up the Villa. Jack Grealish. Oh, great. God, it felt awful doing that. And there you go. That wraps up the weekly show. 2 more to go then during the season. Next week we're going to be after Brighton but before the Burnley midweek game, aren't we?
So we won't quite know how bad things are.
Oh, that's exciting though, isn't it?
And we'll have another Jess conference.
Yep.
Which will be good.
Yeah, everyone's really digging those at the minute.
Yeah, it went down really well. From what I saw this morning on Twitter, everyone was loving it.
Michael, let's finish this show with a quote, please, from Gandhi.
Come on then.
Go on.
Oh, you want me to do one?
I want you to do one.
Let me get my list out.
Which you always keep. I mean, there's a separate set of notes you keep for your Gandhi quotes.
Pass it fucking wide.
Yeah,
that's what he used to say. Get out of India and keep the ball wide. That was one of his lesser known ones.
Yeah.
He was covering a few things at once.
Yeah,
but that was the gist of what he wanted to get across.
Excellent.
Pass it to each other, for fuck's sake.
Okay, we'll give that a whirl. See how we get on. Thank you for watching and listening. Back next week with more fun and games. We'll see you then.
The Square Ball Podcast.